Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Exploring the Ka Drivetime Shaman videos. If you're wondering where my videos have been, I have moved to Patreon, everybody. I only got about 12 subscribers so far, and I really value those 12 because I'm hoping to build a huge platform here where we can all discuss our experiences and our spiritual evolution, and we can all explore the Ka with each other. The real truth, as we try to uncover the real truth. And like always, you can find me at themysticalspiral.com, everybody, and you can find my Patreon at patreon.com/themysticalspiral. And you can subscribe to my radio show at Truth Frequency Radio, and when you subscribe, say you pay $5-10 a month, whatever it is, you don't get access just to all of my past shows. You get every show. There's like 35 shows on radio shows on Truth Frequency, and some of them have literally thousands of episodes available for you to comb through. I mean, the archives are endless. Well worth the money. And if you subscribe, let me know, and I will do an email reading on you. Shoot me that email address. You can go to my website to find my email address, or just contact me on Patreon. But from time to time, I will be still doing YouTube videos, and I'm uploading a lot of my Spiral Radio classics. My Eye of Ra show, I'm still doing every week. My Spiral Radio, I took a little break. I'll be back soon with that. It's hard to do 2 radio shows a week with a full-time job and a new baby and everything else. So, what I want to talk to you about today is what my main topic on my Patreon has been the last week or two, and what my main topic of research, even though I'm going down a lot of different areas, they all lead back to this one topic, and that is, who are the Watchers, the Grigori, and the Rephaim? What is this holographic universe? What are we? What are our roots? What are we made out of? What is our consciousness? This is what it all comes down to. So if you're not, you think I'm just talking about giants or this, it's much more than that. It's way much more than that. It's about uncovering the real truth of our existence. Now, the topic I want to talk about is what we call the Dark Ones, what I call the Dark Ones, what have been called the Dark Ones by these Rephaim, even in their ancient writings. Now, when they speak of the Dark Ones, when in the writings of the Rephaim, the only known writings that Father Martin transcribed from the Vatican archives, they talk about the Rephaim tribes and how the Dark Ones would possess them in all sorts of ways. And from my experiences, from my research, I have uncovered that these Dark Ones are the dead energetic bodies, spirits, whatever you want to call it, of the Rephaim, the dead Rephaim, disembodied holographic spirit energies, dark energies that during their manifestation into physical matter, they sealed their spiritual bodies with dark sorcery, so that when they die, they become these holographic powerhouses that live on the spirit plane, the holographic universe, and plague the consciousness of ones it invades. Forms contracts with the ones that call upon them and invoke them within their psyche and consciousness. Through hardcore sorcery, sex magic, and blood sacrifices, and all of this, they can be pulled into this dimension. Most commonly, we know the stories of the lesser keys of Solomon and Goetia, and how King Solomon, who's the son of David, sealed them within a ring and called upon them to build the Temple Mount to house the Ark of the Covenant. You know, Asmodai, I think, was the one that he called upon for that. And this being that I just mentioned, I don't want to say his name too much, or its name. There's actual statues of this being in certain churches and places of worship in France and Europe. My humble opinion and belief is that this being is one of the deceased energetic bodies, the spiritual holographic body of one of these Rephaim. And they all contain special abilities according to their lifetime, what kind of sorcery and Baal worship and mock worship they were involved in. Now, Baal and Mot, I have come to find these are Enki and Enlil. They are brothers. Might even be that Semyaza and Azazel are not the same person, but these two entities that are like twin brothers almost. It might even be Baphomet as well. Or Baphomet might even be one of these Goetia, one of these disembodied Rephaim. Now, the shadow people that I talk about on my Patreon, today I posted something about it for my patrons. If you've researched my work and you've seen me in some of my videos, I talked about some of my experiences when I was younger, seeing these shadow beings. Now I feel that they are related to this as well. They are technology or magic used by these dark ones. From their technology or magic, from their sorcery and Baal worship and sorcery from Baal, they are able to call down capsules or asteroids or stones, whatever you want to call it, from other dimensions and pull it into our physical plane, into this atmosphere. And when these meteorites or whatever you want to call it hit the ground, they contain what we see as magical properties, things not from this world, that have powers on this plane because they've been encoded with certain formulas and certain sigils. Mecca is an example, but from one of these asteroids that came from the Aldebaran star system or dimension, say that, was this primordial black ooze, this black goo that we've all spoke of. And now I know people have their theories, but I think mine is pretty unique because I pulled this information in myself. And I was shown the head of the bull with the one red eye. And it's taken me a couple years to put the pieces of the puzzle together. But this, from this stone, what came this programmable magic, this matter, where you can self-replicate and manipulate matter, and it can walk between dimensions. It can be quantum. It can go into different realities as well. Something, it was encoded like a virus in the Matrix, but it self-replicates and it consumes. And that's what it's programmed to do. To it is not evil because it's just doing its programming. But to us, it's a virus and plague on our very genetics. And we're fighting for our spiritual evolution, our DNA. Now, what I've uncovered on my Patreon, and what I'm starting to show, is evidence of these Rephaim places in the world that they've been in the past, and how they're coming back, and they have returned now, and they are being released from their stasis. And somehow their eyes can glow, and it opens up their transition to the holographic universe, and they turn into like a ball of an orb, or some kind of light orb. And that's how they go into the other world somehow. They can have glowing eyes. That's why people, when you use certain symbols, pentagram, seal of Solomon, things like this, you are not aware of what you're tapping into. You are not aware of the ancient ties and power that comes along with some of these symbols. So be mindful of what you do and use and say. And find me at patreon.com/themysticalspiral if you've liked what you've heard today, because this is just a taste of what I've been uncovering and some of my experiences. And we'll see you next time inside the Eye of Ra. Spiral out.